Hi you guys, it's Coach Shannon. Welcome to a small corner of my apartment. So basically there's all of these exercises listed in the description box below, and it will tell you how many times to do each exercise and a challenge for each exercise. So first off, I want to show you this little green line on the floor back here. Basically, I took this tape. It's just masking tape. If you have duct tape, that's even better. It's thicker. This is just what I had at home. And it's not the thickness of a normal beam. So I put about like 4 strips of it down so that it was the the width of a beam. If you have a floor beam at home, even better. If you don't have either of these things, or your parents don't want you to put tape on the floor, which is totally fair, then feel free to just do this on any surface. You don't necessarily need a beam. I hope you can see me well. I know, I'm sorry about this shadow. It's just, I only have a light here. I don't have a light behind me. So bear with me. My production quality might not be that great. Okay, so I'm on my line and I'm in my beam feet. My beam feet are 1 foot right in front of the other. My big toe is just touching my heel. So our first exercise is our toe raises. That's our releves. So I'm gonna squeeze my knees, my butt, my abs. I'm gonna find my crown arms. I'm gonna spot on the wall over there and make sure that my neck is nice and tall, that I'm not looking straight down at my feet, lifting that neck up. And 1 would be up to your releve and back down, okay? I think it's 10 or 15 if you want the challenge. You're gonna do 1 foot in front, then the other, and then you're gonna have your feet together in your parallel position. Okay, the next one is our squats. Again, we're in our beam feet. You can put your arms anywhere. I'm gonna have mine down, and I'm gonna keep my chest nice and tall. That's the whole point of these squats. We're not gonna bend our upper body down and stick our butt out. We're gonna keep our booty nice and squeezed and our upper body tall. So we're gonna go down all the way down. So I didn't move my feet out anywhere. They stayed in their beam feet and now they're just in a releve. And my booty touches my heel down there. And then I stand back up. Your upper body shouldn't move at all, okay? So that's 1. If you want a challenge, you can go down in your squat and then pivot to the other side. Even I'm a little wobbly, and stand back up. So you end up in your beam feet the other way. So our inchworm, we're gonna go down into our standing pike. Try to keep those legs straight. If you can't, it's okay if you squat a little bit, but this is definitely a good hamstring stretch while we're here. And then we're going to walk our hands out, land in our plank shape. That means we squeeze our booty and squeeze our abs. There's no saggy tummies and there are no butts in the air, right? We squeeze our butt and find our plank with our wrists over our shoulders. And then we'll walk our feet to our hands back to that standing pike. A backward one is the same thing, just we're gonna walk our feet back. So in your pike, walk your feet out, plank, walk your hands back to your feet. All right, the challenge for both of those is to walk your hands out further. So instead of just hitting your plank, you're going to walk your hands out and try cover your ears, and then walk your feet back in. Number 4 is downward dog push-ups. You're going to find your downward dog. You're going to push through your armpits so that you're going more this way, not more this way. And then you are going to bend your elbows and push up. Awesome. All right, moving on. So our next exercise is our kicks. For our kicks, we're going to kick forward on both legs, keeping that base knee straight as well as your top leg. And anytime your foot comes off the ground, it's gonna be pointed, right? It's okay if they're just down here, as long as they're like a kick and they're pointed and straight knees. Same with your back. It's okay if they're back here and they're not super high. You can kick them higher, please do. But you wanna keep your upper body super still. Okay, and then for our side kicks, knees go up. Challenge one for this one is kind of fun. So I'm gonna take a book and I'm going to place it on my head like so. And I'm going to try keep my upper body so still that the book doesn't fall off. Just like that. So try that out, let me know how it goes. Okay, our next exercise are passe releve lifts. So our passe shape is when you take your toe to your knee. You can do arms up for a nice challenge, keep that tall neck still. And we're going to do our releves. Still pushing into that big toe ball of your foot area. Passe, releve, and lower, that's one. The challenge for the passe releve lifts is holding it at the top. So do all your 5, and then after you've done 5, try hold your releve. The next one of these is gonna be our quarter turns. For these, we're still gonna find that passe shape, just like in our last one, but this time we're gonna have our beach ball arms, and we're still gonna releve, pushing into that ball of your foot, and your heel is gonna drive you to turn sideways. So it's not gonna be my upper body. I'm gonna just go releve and turn, right? So that's 1, you're gonna do 8. The challenge for this one is the same as our kicks. Put that book on your head and see if you can do them with the book on your head. This one's even trickier, I think, but it keeps your body so tall, right? Okay, so our next ones are our half turns. They're kind of like our quarters. They're just turning in half. There's a different prep to these ones. So you're going to place one foot in front, half a beach ball, same arm, same leg. So the one that you're gonna step on is the same one that your arm is in front for. Then your other arm is a gymnastics arm, fancy pinky up. Nice tall body, and you're going to bring that leg to passe, and you hit that quarter turn position, right? And now you're gonna turn halfway, face the other wall. And then for the end of this one, we're gonna plie and step out. Start, half turn, plie, step out, okay? So that's the challenge one. It's with the start and the finish. I don't know what number we're up to, so I'll let you know in the next one. But this exercise is going to be walking around in your releve. One foot right in front of the other, just like you're on your beam. I'd love to see hands up, nice tall bodies the whole time. And the challenge for this one is pretty fun. It's walking forward and backward. And then if you want the extra challenge, try walk around your whole house. Let's see how that goes. I think stairs might be kind of hard, but we're gonna do our lunges. I don't mind if your hands are here or if you wanna keep your beam arms going on. We still gotta take tummy and a tight booty though. And we are going to step into our lunge, okay? When we're doing our lunge, we want a nice square knees, okay? And we're walking in our lunges. Sorry, my ankle just popped. I don't know if you guys could hear that. The challenge is to do it with a little beanie baby on your head. See if you can keep them there. So the next portion of stuff is if you have a beam at home or if you have made a line like me. So our first one is our handstands on a line. Of course, you can practice your handstands off the line as well. We're just thinking of them on a beam, trying to gear our brains for them to be on a beam. So for these handstands, we're going to be using our butterfly hands with our thumbs glued together. And I'm going to be using my lovely tape line right here. I'm gonna show a few progressions so that you guys can see just working up to them. First off, no matter what, I want us to start in our mountain climber lunge. These are both of our bendy legs. This is gonna give us all our power to get up into our handstand. So bendy knees, we're gonna get our core nice and on and make our C or our hollow shape up the top and squeeze, hide our ears. Okay, so we're gonna start like that always for all of our handstands. So first off, I'm gonna do just a needle kick. I'm gonna reach down, put my butterfly hands on the floor, and kick. Mountain climber lunge, hollow, down, kick, and up. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but my foot kind of scooched back just because I got all that power from that kick. So that leads us right into our next one. We're gonna do a needle kick with a hop, and we're gonna try to land our foot back on that green line. Mountain climber, hollow, hide those ears, butterfly hands, hop, find the line again. Last one is our handstands or our partial handstands. So partial just means we're not getting quite up vertical, but we're kicking both our legs together. Right? Woo! Find your balance first, find it, put it on, have it on, woo! Especially when you're doing a beam one. Mountain climber, hollow, hide your ears, and all the way up. I found that line again, we did it. In your beam feet, and we're gonna do our pivot turns. So we're gonna squeeze knees, butt, abs, all things. Squeeze, all nice and tall, be as tall as you can. You're going to lift up into your releve, and then you're going to lock your feet. So you're going to bring that heel to your ankle. That's a lock. And then you're going to pivot turn. This really helps if you look at your wall again and spot for your next wall. And we're going to pivot turn and lower. That's one. All right. For your stretch jumps, you want to find your plie, which is your bendy knees, but my heel is still on the ground in the back, and we're going to tilt our hips under, squeezing our abs. This is our board shape. Okay, so for our stretch jumps, our arms are gonna go up and around, okay? I'm gonna hit the wall if I do it with this arm, so I'm only gonna do it with this arm. You can't see this one anyway, so follow this arm. Board shape, we're going to go up, land back in our board shape. We're next gonna do our split jump. Our arms in our split jump, we start and end the same, but our arms are going to go split out and down. They just go up and down. And then our split goes out with that. Again, really straight legs, pointy toes, all of that stuff. But we wanna land, we wanna start and land in our board shape. So for our challenge for your split and stretch, it's to combine the two. Or you can do multiple stretches in a row. This is what that's gonna look like. Stretch and stretch, okay? Okay, if you're gonna add your split and stretch together, or your stretch and split, that might look a little bit like this. Go stretch, split. So we're gonna keep going from our board shape, but we are going to jump off of one foot and land on the other, right? Our leap doesn't have to be super big, but what I want you guys to practice is try and make it bigger and bigger, higher and higher every time. So from your board shape, your front leg is gonna lift up, and you are going to use the power of your back leg to jump you, to land, see, that was just a little baby one, to land on your other foot in a plie again, in your bendy knee. My arabesque is only up a little bit. If you can lift it higher, awesome, but you don't need to. I'd rather your chest be up, so we're nice and tall, okay? And our arm is nice and out, our chest is so tall. The challenge for the leap and then arabesque, you are going to hold your plie arabesque upper body up shape for a count of 2. Last one is cartwheels. So I don't really have enough space right here, and I don't think my camera will film it all, just because I know the handstand was like most of this video. So I'm not gonna do a cartwheel. I know you guys know how to, or progressions for a cartwheel. The main challenge for this one would be doing it on a line, getting your feet to land back on your line or your floor beam. All right, well, I think that's the end of this video. I think I did it, hopefully. Fingers crossed, hopefully it's a little entertaining. Hopefully you got some insight into some of that list, or I made it a little less confusing. I hope you guys are doing well at home. I know it's a really weird time, but this is to keep you guys active and keep your gymnastics going so we can see you back in the gym. All right, see you next time.